Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live for the Monday Straightjacket podcast. Where else would you be on a Monday evening with us talking about Manchester United, the club that we love, but they don't love us. You know what I'm saying? But we're here to discuss it all. The Straightjacket podcast 312, man. It's we're growing, we're flying. Lots to discuss, man. Lots to discuss. I can't lie to you. I don't know. We should start with the fact that sporting manager has been sacked. You know what I mean? João Pereira, after being there after what? Couple of weeks. After Ruben Amorim. We got so many news. We got rats to talk about, guys. I know United infested with a lot of rats. I mean, Jim the Rat Radcliffe, I mean, he said it before, Nuruddin. But we're going to get into it, man. Please smash a like on the video. That's the first thing you lot should be doing. Hit the like button right now. Close the chat. Hit the like button. And yeah, Minnow, how are you, man? Are you off now from work and chilling, relaxing?
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Yeah. Not trying to focus on the football too much.
I swear, you know what? You're right. You know, I can't wait for Squid Game, man. I'm waiting for Squid Game on Boxing Day. That's what I'm waiting for. But yeah, big up to you, Minnow. I know it, man. You're drinking your herbal tea. You know what I'm saying to you? I can't lie. You've got the illness, but boy, you know what I mean? It's you know what? The flu's out there, you know, man. I'm telling you, man. So people, man, get your vitamins up and stay safe, man, because it ain't a joke, this flu that's going around. But Nuruddin, before United, are you good? Before United.
No, big up people. You know what? Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm fighting back, man. I just made fresh ginger, fresh turmeric, honey, lime. And it's all in here. I don't know if you can see, but it's all in there.
Come on, come on. Love that, man.
Cayenne pepper, black pepper, it's all in there, man. I'm self-medicating, man. Self-medicating.
Yeah. You can't get any shit nowadays, man.
Yeah. Big up to everybody. Yeah, it's like, you know what? Honestly, I feel like, but you know what? We move in it. That's the biggest thing about being alive, in it. I'm grateful. This is not going to be permanent. I'm grateful. I got gratitude. You know, I got a man flu, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, man, we mope around.
Yeah.
We think we're dying and all that BS, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But to add insult to injury, in it, I thought, you know what? Man United might cheer me up. Yeah. I actually was getting calls about tickets and stuff, but I was like, you know what? I don't feel great, but I'm so glad I didn't go.
No. Honestly, Nuruddin, a minute. I left after 85 minutes. I've never left, you know. You know me, Nuruddin. I stay to the end, you know, every time. And everyone's like, why are you still in the ground? I'm like, bro, because I need to, you know, they broke me. I left, and the whole ground was, by the way, outside. It was like, it was carnival outside, the amount of people that was outside, But yeah, man, I left early and yeah, man.
Again, let me ask you a question quickly, bro. Yeah. Do you pay rent in that car park in Old Trafford? You in that car park in Old Trafford, yeah, it's a big problem.
That car park, man, that's my East Stand car park, man. That's my car park. I own that. I own it. Yeah, I own it. Well, I might not own it anymore. It's free to use, but like, I might be banned from the car park now. I swear down, because I've called out Rashford, I've called out Bruno, I've called out INEOS, I've called out Ten Hag. I don't know who else is left.
You might as well call the rats out.
Yo, the rats.
That's all they're left.
Maybe that's the only people that are going to be left at Old Trafford, because we got a rat infestation. No, but honestly,
to be fair, the rats have been there for 19 years, man, and you know who they are,
bro.
You know who they are.
Got rats, you know, man, at our stadium, you know.
So that's a 1-star food rating that they got. Leaks in the media room, and now rats.
Nah,
you know what I mean? When I told everybody that it leaks inside the stadium, like inside the offices and stuff like that. The kitchen and stuff like that. People are like, "Oh, you're just trying to make it something." And I was telling people, listen, I've got friends who do summer conference because they hire it out. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
For conferences and stuff like that.
The toilets are awful, man. Have you been to the toilets?
My friend told me, Nuruddin, boy, oh boy.
Honestly,
you know what? It was summertime, and they were getting trenched.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It was summertime a couple of seasons ago, but it is what it is, man. Listen, it's just symbolism of everything, innit? Symbolism.
Yeah. No, 100%. The mess that has to go on, and then what they'll do in the summer, they'll spray paint a little paint, on top of it, just to make it look prettier. But really and truly, it's a mess. You know, I'll speak to the steward. he was telling me that, yo, man, you know what I mean? I'm not getting my bonuses and that. It's peak out here, man. I swear down, bro. Like, from top to bottom, this is a lot of things have to be, and you're paying £66 for that. You know what I mean? Like, it's going, like, at least Tottenham are playing for, they're getting battered, yeah, but they're at least paying for decent, you know what I mean? Stadium, it looks nice. I've not been there before yet, but at least
Tottenham Stadium is really nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
There's a lot of food selection in the kiosks.
Yeah, like, at least you're getting something at Tottenham. Yeah, you're getting nothing. You know what I'm saying to you? But listen, that's the least of our problems. Right now, we've got a lot of discussion to talk about. But you know, how are you viewing everything? Obviously, there's always that Monday feeling of, yo, like, sell everyone, but really and truly now, it's got to that point, minute where there's got to be some, like, proper, you know, like, the recruitment this year, and even in January. I want players in January. I don't know if it's possible or not. I think it has to happen. But when you look at the squad minute yesterday, you look at and you analyze yesterday, like, how do you really feel, like, about everything about this?
It makes me more mad at Ten Hag for the squad that he left behind. It makes me so upset. Like, it annoys me. The players that last year when we lost to Bournemouth 3-0, 5 players who started that game had some involvement in this 3-0 loss under AMORIM. Wow. Onana played, Maguire, I think, played. You know, we had Martial up front, Bruno played, we had Amrabat and McTominay in the midfield. So there is a change in personnel, but it just makes me more annoyed at the players that we have the manager has at his disposal. And, you know, I'm not gonna lie, guys, we got a big problem up front, man. That number 9 position is a problem.
But Mina, is it a problem?
It's a problem, bro. It's a problem.
I get you, Mina.
Listen, you tweeted me yesterday.
I didn't see it. Yeah? I didn't see the header.
For me, I like Xerxes in it. I like him. But I have said this time and time again. Xerxes is a luxury player. He's a player when you have everything in, like, you've patterned everything. The final product that you bring into the kind of chess game. That's the kind of person he is. We can't play with a Joshua Xerxes up front because then you're giving the centre backs nothing to do. I've been to a few games at Old Trafford this season. One Liverpool when Joshua Xerxes played up front, and I've never seen the crowd get so agitated with a player more than Joshua Xerxes. I watched Evan Nilsson on the other side. He didn't score, but he did a lot more. His all-round number 9 game is a lot better than what Manchester United had. And then Rasmus Højlund came on, and it was nothing different. The guy's not winning. How can we have 2 strikers between them can't win an aerial duel?
Yeah.
Like, seriously. So we're talking about midfield and left wing back and everything. But I'm also looking at our number 9 position, and I'm thinking this is a problem at number 9. There is a problem there. Like, would signing a number 9 kind of fix everything? It won't. It won't. Because Man United's problems are very deep. It's deep rooted right now. With left wing back, midfield, the inside forwards, whatever you want to call them, there's problems everywhere. But I think throughout the season,
keeper's a problem as well.
I think under AMORIM,
crowd do not like Onana. I'm telling you,
AMORIM said it after the game when he was talking about how the crowd get annoyed when Onana slows
the game down. They hate him. I'm telling you now.
He's on the ball and he's looking for options and he's taking long to kind of play the pass. There's a lot of problems at United right now. Like, there's rat problems, leaks. Everything. There's way too many problems.
You know when you say striker, I agree. Eventually, United will need to buy a striker. But honestly, Mina, like, I look at the fullbacks. I want 2 new fullbacks. I watched yesterday, right? Bruno Fernandes try to play left 10 role, and it is tragic, honestly. Because
that's not his fault, though. He's playing, like, Malacia is playing left wing back, and he's not holding the width. So he's forced to come out wide. And that's why I think Joshua Xerxes didn't work, because Joshua Xerxes' best performance for United was Everton. He had Rashford making him runs behind him. He's dropping deep. He's got Rashford. Ahmad's coming central. Bruno's going left. Joshua Xerxes forced to stand next to the centre-backs where he knows he ain't doing nothing against them. 19-year-old centre-back. No disrespect, he's a good centre-back. He's very good.
Very good, yeah. So this thing, I don't know if you've seen the show last night about Lenny Yoro. Oh, well, he's not ready yet. Well, Hudson, you see him there. You know what I mean? Ready. But again, it's about the environment as well. So that one we have to put. But for me, it's like, I do believe yesterday there's a part of blame of the manager in terms of personnel. You know what I mean? I don't think he should took off. When he took off Ogati, I think the game was done for me. I don't know, you have similar views in that one. When he took off Ogati, game was done. Kalas, game done. You know what I mean? Honestly, that's when I think everyone left here. Then, for me, it's like we don't have two wing backs that are able to carry the ball forward, yeah? Malacia ain't doing that, and Dalot, for some reason, when he gets to there, he's just tragic, and he needs to be sold. I'm sorry, yeah? He's one of them. If you can cash in on him, or bench player at best, yeah? The 210s, Amad Diallo got locked up yesterday by Kirkes. He's a good fullback, by the way, and United should be looking at him. He got locked up yesterday, yeah? And that is that only threat gone out the window. You then look into midfield, Kobe Mainu, absolutely not his fault. He's not an 8 in this system, what we are showing right now. So then you look at it thinking, right, what do people expect from Xerxes, who doesn't have any link-up play, who then can't get the ball from Bruno, because Bruno keeps hoofing the ball every single time into no man's land. The fullbacks aren't creating. The centre-backs, Lisandro and whatnot, they're not getting the ball into the midfielders quick enough. You know, then we don't have Ugarte again. It's not the best on the ball. He can only put out 5-year passes. So it's a mismatch. The whole team is tragic. Generally, the squad is tragic. And then people say, oh, but why don't you use the bench? And why don't you just drop this player for that player? Mount's not available. Okay, Anthony's available. But again, he doesn't want to play him for some reason. Casemiro's available. For some reason, the manager don't want to play him. Ericsson was his first appearance since the Ipswich game the other night. Who else is on the bench? Nobody. Everyone's injured. Mason Mount, whoever. Generally, there's nobody. And then Garnacho and Hoyland, no impact. It's a load of shite, this team. I'm sorry to swear.
Would you put Ahmad back at right wing back?
But again, I don't want to do that because you've got Anthony there. Play Anthony right wing back. You've got someone who's at least direct, can go at people. Put Anthony right wing back. Play Ahmad in 10. We're then going to go back to, Ahmad. Then who plays at right 10 then for you?
No, I'm just asking.
Well, there you go.
Would you put Joshua Zirkzee in the 10 and Hoyland up top?
I don't know. Don't think so. Go on, Nordin, go on. Go ahead.
Yeah, listen, I haven't got the energy to lose my head. Big up to everybody in the chat. I'm ill. This is how I saw the game. I thought the lineup was suspect because Xerxes not that guy to be the last striker. He's not that guy. We know that. So blaming him for something that he's not, it's not constructive, I personally believe. It wasn't just they locked us up. They literally had the left back almost man marking Ahmad. They then had the other kid playing as almost like a makeshift left back. What's his name? Ototera.
Otara. But he's a winger, though.
Yeah, but he was playing left back, Saeed. He was playing left back.
No, it was Kirkes left back.
No, Saeed. Kirkes was job was to man mark Ahmad.
I know.
Ahmad,
yeah, you're right. Right.
He followed Ahmad from left to center to the right, everywhere where he was. So that Otara guy was playing makeshift. Saeed, this manager, that's what I want to tell people. People don't listen. People laugh at me, innit? When I say that. I love Iriola.
Yeah.
That man has a plan. I told everybody, it's going to take him a couple of months for him to get his thing when they sat Gary O'Neill and everybody was moaning. And I said, this guy knows. I've watched him in Spain. This guy knows what he's doing. This guy, and you know, Saeed, he knows the players that he has. He has to play defensive style kind of football and sometimes let the other team have the ball. But what he does, he sets traps. He set the right traps for us yesterday. If you look at the game, we dominated the game in terms of we created the 4 big chances. They didn't really create big 4 chances, Saeed. They had a penalty, a set piece, and a kind of like a breakaway goal when we were all going for it like a headless chickens. But even in that, if the ball, Kobe loses the ball, if you count, we've got 6 players or 5 players inside the box against 2 players who are running into the box. That Tatara kid and so many. And you know what? We couldn't stop it. That to me is ludicrous. No coach can ever, whatever system can never do that for you. You can't, the manager cannot be there and position people. And if you go look at Diego Dalot's positioning for the goal, it's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. And it's the 2nd or 3rd time I've watched him and he just like that. I'm like, get off the fucking football pitch. Right? But anyway, coming to this idea of how we played, I think Mina hit the nail on the head. If you're going to if you're going to play Xerxes, you have to have somebody who he can make the runs of so that he can come short and link the play and actually get us up the pitch more. But you're not going to say to him, play there and just stand there. That's not him. It's never been him. I don't know what he saw. And if you want me to mark it down and say, this was AMORIM's poorest game in-game management.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Poorest.
But he said it, though. He admitted it. He admitted it that he was to blame for a lot of what happened.
So at the end of the day, we created the big 4 chances. Unfortunately, the chances set to the guys who were horrendous. Man. It fell to the 2 guys who were horrendous, and they just missed sitters. When I look at that game, I think, the score is startling. The 3-0 is stark, right? But really, they had 3 shots, Saeed. 3 shots on target, and all 3 of them were penalties. Like, you know what I mean? Like the header, that's a chance that you have to compete with, right? And then the penalty, Masraoui just has one of those days. And you know when Masraoui's making a tackle like that, you know it's not your day. You know it's not your day. That guy, his football IQ is levels.
But he wasn't great against Tottenham as well. But again, I think he's played for injury. Saeed
is the fatigue that's setting in.
Yeah, I know. Right. He's used to a winter break, by the way. By Bayern now, they have a winter break by now. So used to me, he got rotated a lot at Bayern in terms of him and you know.
I want people to remember that we created big 4 chances in this game and we missed. And you can't afford to do that. They set traps for us. They kept switching the ball. They go left to right, and they worked so hard. Go and listen to what Areola said. He said when they were asking him about a week ago, they asked him a week, couple of Tuesdays, how come you're not scoring us, free scoring us? You were last season. He's like, but players have to work so hard that actually, when they get to goal, they run out of that bit of extra that you need. But he said, no, we're not going to stop the way we're playing because everybody has to work hard. Semenya and that Otatre guy were wing backs. They play like wing backs. And the defense, and then you put in Xerxes, the most ineffective number 9 against 2 guys. His whole game is coming in, dropping to the pocket and linking the play. So why not put him as a number 10 and put a runner behind him? And
doesn't help when you got.
You think it's because he can't? He's not the quickest.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you.
But why are we hoofing the ball up then? It's mad.
Well, this is the thing. So in-game management, all of it, players, manager, it was the type of game that we had to score first and then count our luck, and then except for the goalkeeper to make saves, our goalkeeper to make saves and save us and win 1 or 2-0. But I'm glad that everything got exposed.
But that's the thing. We now are in a situation now where, okay, cool. Listen, and you guys were here on the show, and Musa, by the way, has surrendered top 4, by the way, yesterday. So I don't know if anyone else.
I don't know what. I never thought top.
Listen, I know you didn't, but Musa was, you know what I mean? He had I'm sure he'll come on now, but he's surrendered it. He's realized that the squad is shit. So we have to understand that. Guys, 1.4K in the building. Make sure you hit the like button. Gonna read a couple of super chats that's coming.
Respect the original podcast on this show.
Yeah.
Have some respect.
If you guys don't like the video, Nuruddin's gonna start shouting. So like the video.
There you go. Big up Killer says we're stinking on around, under and off the pitch. Mice, uncooked chicken, players, interviews, and poor squad. Pray for United. By the way, we need players in January as Rashford and Casemiro have been frozen out. And Black Wolf, he says, let me get this straight. You blame Ten Hag for these players, right? You praise Mazzi. You sang Viva Garnacho. You wanted Ten Hag arrested for Ahmad. You praise Martinez. Now Kobe a scrub. Xerxes and Rasmus been scoring. I thought there's a lot to take in there, mate. So he's saying that I blame the manager for his play. Yeah, because he brought them in or he enabled them. I praise Mazraoui, yes, but I'm only saying that he's he's played badly the last 2 games. Viva Garnacho, yeah, when you're in the stadium, you do sing the song. And Ten Hag arrested for Ahmad, you praise Martinez, now could be a scrub. I don't know what's your point, mate. Is the point that we deserve to be where we are because we said that the squad was better than what it was? Like, what's your overall point? Let me know. You don't have to send a super chat as well. Just let me know.
Basically, I think you're criticizing Ten Hag for the squad, but some of the players that you're praising are players that he brought in. Mazraoui, Martinez.
No, but I don't think Martinez was. I don't think Mazraoui. Okay, maybe Mazraoui. But I did thank him. I thanked. Go and check one of my my fan cards. I said, yo, if there's one thing that I can give Ten Hag credit is for bringing Mazraoui. Delete. I think it was a club signing, so I don't really give him credit for that one. Xerxes was a club signing. Ugarte was a club signing. So yeah, but the thing is, Ten Hag has set this club so back. Like it's actually crazy when you actually deep it. Like he set this club backwards, man. So it is what it is. But now we realize this is a mass clear out. You know, it's a mass clear out. I'm ready for it. All my favorites. Lisandro Martinez is one of my guys. I've said, you know what? Ain't good enough to be starting for Man United. Let's go. Cool.
He was still our best defender yesterday.
Yeah. Simple as that.
He was our best defender yesterday. I don't care what anybody says. The stats, go and look at the stats. He was our best defender yesterday.
Yeah.
By absolute mile. Maguire back to what Maguire does.
Simple.
Giving the ball away. Losing duels. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So, for me, it's like...
I admit, in the long term, Martinez can't play as a left centre-back because you need to have pace because you get exposed if you're not quick, right? But in terms of positionally and defensively yesterday, go and look at his stats. They were unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Facts. 100%, bro. So for me, like I said, I'm willing to let these players go. But I ain't going to lie to you, man. I think we need some signings in January, man. We are being linked with, for some reason, Osimhen. I mean... I don't know if it's the answer, bro. I can't lie to you. We need service. I don't know if it's just the agent trying to link us with this player and there's some agent talks. But Victor Osimhen, Man United are in talks with his agent. Personal terms will not be a problem. Marcus Rashford departure can open a possibility in the deal. I think this guy's a Belgian journalist. So, you know, I don't know if he's got links with him. But Osimhen, I mean...
that's what get clickbaited, Saeed. This is all BS. Man United, listen, what have I always told you? Manchester United have a terrible, terrible result. Transfer windows around the corner. What do you get? The new cycle, Saeed. It's
but the thing is, though, Nuruddin, we need some transfers though, in January.
100%. To me, I said Manchester United need a competitive passer in midfield so we can play Kobe in his right position, which is up the mid. We need, I personally 100% believe, we need 2 wing backs, or we can at least need one of them this transfer. We need a 1 wing back this transfer. And I also believe we need another number 10. I genuinely think the goals will come if we get the rest of the things right. I personally believe that. We have to sort the midfield out and we have to sort the wing back out. One specialized wing back we need in Jan.
Yeah.
And if you know, it was me, I would also get rid of Onana, but that's just me, you know. I mean, don't shoot me.
I think that's the long run. Listen, for me, he shouldn't be starting. I mean, in the squad, yeah, cool, whatever, but not as a starting keeper, man. But I don't know, like, for me, I look at wing backs. For me, like, we need wing backs, you know, like.
Yeah, I think wing back is the biggest.
We need wingers. Actually, you know what? Let's be right. We need wingers. We need wingers who can play wing backs. Wingers who can play wing backs, like.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Super creative players who are also very aggressive. We need at least one in January.
Yeah.
Play on the left side because I'm just on fancy Anthony.
Yeah.
The left side is a problem for that's why now I kind of understand why Ahmad was playing right wing back.
Yeah.
I kind of understood it because you see how much the United lack creativity or just the ability to drive the ball forward from the wing back position without Ahmad playing right wing back. Dalot can't do it, and if he does, he gets stuck in a stationary position and just goes long. Malacia can't really do it. Mazraoui can't really do it. But what's the likelihood United sign anyone in January? Like, I think everything hinders on Marcus Rashford leaving.
Yeah.
Which is why I think the news, like, I feel like the talk of Rashford leaving is kind of ramping up because they need him out. Because they need him to leave to bring someone in.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't think just one. They need him out to bring at least 2 in. We need 2 players at least in January to boost this.
It's for me. I just look at that wing back system and I'm like, yo, like Dalot is just gone.
He'd be perfect, Saturday. You know who'd be perfect in that wing back?
Who?
That kid at Southampton. He'd be perfect.
Who? Diblin.
Diblin would be perfect.
What, a right wing back? I think he has to play in a 10 role though, surely.
No, Saeed.
You reckon he can play in the right wing back role?
Saeed, are you kidding me? He's got legs, athleticism.
Okay.
Are you taking the piss? Go up and down that wing all day and night.
Dribbling.
We need people who can carry. We need a ball carrier, Saeed. Whoever plays in that position, you see it.
No, you do. You do. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You need a ball carrier. You need somebody who's going to open their legs and like go.
Yeah.
You know what? Stretch the legs and go, man.
That'll be a shout, you know. But again, how much will it cost? We reckon in January they are going down. I think that's probably the best option, you know. Generally, if they're going down, you know what I mean. Do they want to go down with a fight, or do they take the money and say, you know what?
They need to secure the club.
Yeah. But they do get a payment when they get relegated. Though they get more than whatever.
Yeah, of course.
I'm saying.
Parachute.
Man said Maxi Oyedele, you know, left wing back. It's crazy. Don't piss off Nuruddin. Super chat. JJ Ash says, big up Saeed and Nuruddin. 1.3K in the house.
I think you would play really good in midfield. He's got the legs all day, every day.
Yeah.
When we took off Agate yesterday, I wish we had Max 6 to come on. Bruno should have come off yesterday. He was a
to be fair, I know the youngster was on the bench.
His stats are shocking.
Collier was on the bench.
Honestly, I would have took Bruno off yesterday. I would not have took Agate.
We're going to talk about Bruno. We're going to talk about Bruno. Smash your likes now. What United need to do is what Arsenal did. Massive clear out over 2-3 years. Well, Chelsea did it as well in 2 years as well. You know what I mean? We were talking about Ramsey's show, like that squad that Tuchel had in 2022, 2023, or 2021, 2022. Like none of them are here right now. It's crazy. Like it's only Chilwell and what's his name, Reece James, that are here from that squad, and maybe Cucurella. The rest of them are not there, and that is down to recruitment. Big up to Gareth says, what would you do with the strike situation? I can't watch Højlund all season. Would you buy or Bruno at false 9? Nah, Bruno not at all.
Absolutely not.
No way, Bruno. You know what I'm saying? I don't think for me the striker is a big issue for now in this January, but I do get it in the summer. But for me, get everything until we get to the strike. We need ball carries. We need athleticism. We don't have legs in the field apart from Agate. You know what I mean? We don't have dynamism. We don't have play that can get the ball and start threading the ball. You know what I mean? Like, that's a problem. It's a problem. I'm sorry. Like, Mainu is suffering in that 8 role. You know? I want someone to help him out. Højlund, I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he'll ever be good enough, Højlund. He just don't want to call it out, man. Like, he's a squad player at best, but you can never tell me Højlund will be leading the number 9 position for United. Never. You know what I mean? Listen, he might be 21, but I'm sorry, man. But Højlund doesn't put fear into strikers like, yo, I'm going to have a tough day today. No, it's not. I mean, we have to call it as it is, man. It's not going to be that guy, bro. That's what it is. Xerxes ain't a striker, but I'm just looking at it from my point of view is that I'd rather fix everything until we get to striker. We could go and get a striker, but I don't think we're going to fix the rest. Get me everything else.
But why does it have to be like fix one or the other? Why can't it all be a priority?
No, but they call me a priority, but I think there's other priorities before that, a striker. I personally, for me. And if
what happens when you improve your wing backs and you've improved your midfield?
Yeah.
You still can't put the ball in the back of the net.
No, I agree. But again, that's the last one of what I'm doing. I'm sorting out the 10s as well. We need a couple of 10s. I'll be honest with you. Probably need 2 10s.
Let's be real though. This squad this team that we want to be assembled, it's not happening in one window.
It's not. It's gonna have 2-3 windows.
It's gonna be multiple windows. Yeah, it's gonna be multiple windows.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I mean? I think maybe I think it could be this summer, January. So I'm saying January, this summer, January, and then next summer again. So that I'm saying about 4 windows United could do.
I don't think they got the money for it.
We are creating chances though. When you actually deep it, creating chances, you know what I mean? I feel like for me, it's like we're not putting the ball back in the net, I get you. Like, but I feel like for me, it's like I'm seeing the fundamentals, lad. We're sitting back against Bournemouth yesterday. Why is that? Because we don't have players that can get on the front foot. We don't have wing backs that can actually carry the ball. Like, we don't have centre backs that can do the role. Like, there's a lot of things. Like, everyone just looks towards a striker. Everyone, don't get me wrong, striker's a big thing in football, but everyone just looked. It's so simplistic to say we need a striker and everything's fixed. I just believe the core of this squad, the foundations of this team are not there. I genuinely, honestly, guys, that's where I'm like, 2 new wing backs, 1 left-sided centre-back, midfielder, 110, left 10, and then, okay, cool, striker. I'm not saying...
You're saying five players before United sign a striker.
It has to be all... You have to do everything. You have to do everything. But everyone just keeps thinking about striker. Everyone in their head...
the way that I think,
striker.
The way that I think is that if you are not influencing the game in the final third, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I saw Xerxes have, I think, 9 passes. I think it was like 5 out of 9 completion. That's not good enough. That is not good enough. Whether or not United are creating chances, we had like 20 shots on goal yesterday. How many came from your striker?
Come on, no. How many of them were?
Yeah, because they're just hammering shots from everywhere. But of those 20 shots, how many came from your striker? That's a problem.
But also the quality of chances, they're not really good though. Let's be honest. Let's look when you look at the way they made their chances yesterday. Yeah, go and look at their third goal. Yeah, Evanilson again gets the ball, plays it in, goes to a tower. The way they drag back, we don't do any drag backs. No,
but look at that. Look at that, Saeed. Evanilson didn't score, but he impacted the game in the final third as a striker. United strikers can't even do that.
But then I don't blame the striker. I blame who's around them. Okay. Say now, for example, we get the ball to Xerxes. If he passed to Bruno, what's Bruno going to do with the ball?
But Xerxes can't even control the ball.
No. Forget. We've seen that. No, minute. I'm not allowing
9 times out of 10, bro. The ball is bouncing off his leg.
Play well. Okay, it's not done it to a level that everyone wants to. But we've seen there's been a common denominator in this team. It's Bruno Fernandes. He's the problem in this team. Because when we get the ball, we can never keep it because we've got Bruno Fernandes launching it into row Z. Okay, look at this, for example. You seen yesterday in the first half, right? The ball comes out to Bruno Fernandes here. We can keep that ball and keep pressure on Bournemouth. He launches it back in without not looking up. So when we have a player in the team that's doing that constantly, we're never going to have a rhythm. We're never going to see a situation where we can.
Also, I think it's about the striker. I think it's about the strikers as well because I think it was Højlund out wide yesterday on the left-hand side. Look up to put a ball in the box. No one's there because my friend, you are the guy that's meant to be.
But there's only one though. There's only one. So you want one striker in the box?
No. But I don't want one striker in the box. But I want my number 9 to occupy the centre backs. I don't want you to come out wide. I don't want you. You got wing backs for that. You got 10s for that. Why as a strike? Look at Evanilson. Yeah, look at that perfect example. The goal that Bournemouth scored.
Yeah.
Evanilson, where is he when he gets the ball? He's in the center of the final third against Maguire. Does a cross turn to get away from him into space. Luckily for him,
the pass though.
No. But luckily for him, bro, he had about 5 seconds to wait for the overlap because Man United didn't press. No one went to him.
Well, thank
Bruno
you.
Didn't go to him. Ahmad didn't go to him. No one went to him.
Thank you.
So he had time to get the ball under control, look up, wait for his options, and then do what he's doing. But unfortunately, when Man United strikers are playing, they're in a position where they get the ball and they attack straight away. So what do you need to be? You need to be a fast thinker. You need to be smart. You need to understand where people are. But United strikers are not like that. And that is the issue.
Okay. My thing is, I agree with you. Xerxes, when he gets the ball, cool. Be a bit kind of proactive in that aspect here. But also, you have to connect the dots. Bournemouth yesterday were good at connecting the dots. They always had someone not far away from them. When Xerxes is there on his own, and the ball's being, let's be honest, the ball gets fizzed into him, right? He then has to get the ball and then find someone. There isn't anyone next to him. Nobody.
Go home and restart. Go home and restart.
Even when Bruno Fernandes got the ball on the left-hand side, and this is why Bruno Fernandes shouldn't be on the left 10. The guy got the ball, they fizzed it into him. He is not capable of being someone that can take on a man, then find Xerxes, or then get a crossing. He had to recycle every time, or then spam it in the net. Generally, I just think for me, it's square peg. A lot of this team, there's square pegs in round holes.
Musa, let's ask Musa, what do you think United need to sign 5 positions before they sign a striker?
Not before we sign a striker.
Where would you rate United's importance of signing a striker if it was up to you?
I would say we should start from the top. Striker, 10, midfield, and work backwards. That's what I'll do.
I think for me that's the wrong way. Again, I'm not saying United should not buy a striker. All I'm saying to is I think a lot of the fan base, and I'm not saying this to you, Mino, they're looking at the striker too simplistic to be like, yo, that's going to solve a lot of our problems. When our whole team, the core of our team, it's not built. It's literally not built.
You're missing a
We
point.
have no runners. We have no people who could drive with the ball. There's no one to receive the pass. Hold on. I'm going to land there. I'm going to let you come in. There's no one to receive the ball in midfield. The left 10 is not doing its job to help connect the dots with the striker. I just think, okay, cool. The cherry on top is a striker. But please, get this team done. The foundation of the team needs to be built up to get to the striker. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with Saeed 100%.
But you guys want to build a team then with no opportunity of actually scoring a goal. So you want to do all of that. So when do you want us to start scoring?
You will get a striker. You don't get a striker.
The team that we want to build, Musa, the team that we want to build, we're not relying on just one guy to score goals.
Exactly, yeah.
Show me that team. Show me that team. Show me that team that doesn't rely predominantly on one striker to get them a goal.
Chelsea scoring goals. Cole Palmer scores.
No, they
goals.
still got. Look at Jackson though. How many goals has Jackson got?
I don't know, 9.
But Jackson, but also outside of goals, Jackson complements the game outside of goals.
Scoring goals today.
When you look at Jackson's GA,
Odegaard scores goals.
That's why Arsenal's in the mud. That's why Arsenal's in the mud. The reality is,
again, now you're changing the argument. Now they're not really in the mud. We're using the argument. No, Musa. Let's just forget the fact that they're not winning trophies. I'm just talking about the premise of you said you get a team that scores goals. They are getting collectively scoring goals. Jesus, okay, cool. This has just been for now. But Havertz, Odegaard, Martinelli.
Who's Arsenal's number 9? Who's Arsenal's number 9? Who's Arsenal's number 9?
Trossard, yeah.
No, but who's Arsenal's number 9?
Right now it's Jesus there, but normally it's Havertz.
Havertz. Last season,
they don't really have a 9. Havertz not really a number 9, Saeed. He's not really.
Last season,
but number 9.
But Havertz is playing in the false position for the number 9. Who scored more goals than Havertz at Arsenal last season?
Let me look at this. I think let me go and check their goal scorers.
The 9 still has to score goals. I don't care who you put there. Whoever's playing in that position gets predominantly most goals in the season. He's always going to be in the top 2.
But Musa, we believe if you get that base of this team sorted out, the chances will be created and the strikers will score the goals.
I'll tell you for free, there are certain type of strikers. There's certain type of strikers, that I would.
That's what they had last season. So this is the team last season for Arsenal. Yeah. So Bukayo Saka got 16 goals. Kai Havertz got 13.
I'm talking about Havertz is on 13. He's their second top goal scorer.
Odegaard got 8. Declan Rice got 7. I mean, who in our midfield, apart from Casemiro, was getting 7 goals? Gabriel Martinelli got 6. Ketia got 5. Okay, 3 of them were in one game. But I'm just letting you know that there's a. I don't want.
We're not saying, Saeed. We're not saying
a team that just relies on one goal scorer. You have to have a more.
Saeed, but you have to understand that we've created more chances than we've ever created before in this short period of time. We've had more possession, more shots on target, and we haven't managed to score with these strikers. It's not that they haven't had the shots on target. It's not that they haven't had the balls through to them. It's just that they're not prolific. They're not that type of strikers who put the ball in the back of the net.
It's not only one striker that's going to get you goals. The wing backs can get you goals. The 10s can get you goals. There's so many.
But I'm not comfortable.
I'm not
comfortable with the fan base accepting that Højlund is a 21.
Nobody's accepting it. I'm not saying accepting it.
How can you not think it's like an? But for me, it's like an emergency. I need to get Højlund away from the number 1 position.
Emergency then.
I need to get Højlund.
Who do you want? Emergency striker now. Who do you want?
Emergency right now that we can get now.
Apparently, we're linked with Osimhen. Would you take Osimhen?
Of course, I'll take Osimhen. Osimhen scores goals.
Yeah,
there's no funny business about it. Osimhen scores. Like, see all this, we don't need him until he ends up at Chelsea and he just tears up the league. He scores goals. That's the end of the day. Like, get me Osimhen, and then we can
move to score goals. Used to scores in a
scores goals. At Galatasaray, he's scoring goals.
He's not that horrific in Turkish league.
Go and look at his numbers. For his starts, go and look at his numbers for the.
He's got 9 goals in the league so far.
He's got 9.
That's more than Højlund and Zexi combined.
Yeah, people would think he ain't scoring goals. I looked at his stats the other day.
His overall play. Have you watched his overall play as well, though, man?
You get all of that. Stop going into all of that. Just go and get.
This used to be Saeed's guy,
This is my guy, by the way, that I've been saying, but I'm still saying you've got to watch the overall game. He's not a finish shot. You can score.
I like Osimhen.
By the way, let me tell you something. Osimhen misses a lot of chances, I don't know if you guys watch Osimhen. He misses a lot of chances, man. And that's what you have to be careful of. Also.
When I try to say I'm African biased. No, it's not even that. You know what I want to Osimhen, yeah? The reality is this side, he will make the best out of a bad ball, though. Even if his touch is not great, he will muscle up the defenders to make sure that he's getting a shot off. Where Højlund will have a bad touch, and then it's just he gets out wrestled.
Can Osimhen win headers?
Yeah, of course he can. Have you seen how high he jumps?
Sign me up. That's enough. That's enough for me.
Have you seen how high my man jumps? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think anyone in the game jumps higher than him except for Ronaldo right now. Osimhen is
a serious... from want to play good football to get Andy Carroll in the get up there. Get it.
Don't diss Osimhen. Don't diss Osimhen.
I don't want to get it in the box.
I watched Xerxes getting flung around in the air forever. I watched Højlund come on and it was even worse. I can't watch it anymore.
So you saw
we got Maguire doing this. We got Maguire doing this. We still got Maguire was doing this like this. You're not taking a mic.
Who, by the way, Winner, what striker would you want to bring in? Is it Gyökeres the summer or just now or January or?
Yeah, I like Gyökeres. I like Gyökeres. United should have signed Guirassy, bro, last season. He was available for 17 million.
You know what?
People sniffed their noses up at him.
That's a shout. Guirassy would have been available for what?
He was available. The only thing that I think is I worry about. To be honest, I watched Gyökeres at Coventry and he was good. I liked what I saw. What I saw when he was at Coventry. So if he can translate it to the league, to the Premier League, it's not a problem. But for me, I also think it goes hand in, like, if United sign a striker, they have to sign a 10. If they sign a 10, they have to sign a striker. It can't be one or the other for me.
Okay. A couple of super chats coming. Guys, 1.5k in the building, 433 likes. Let's get that up to 500, guys. ASAP. We should be getting 1,000 likes, to be honest with you. So you lot hit the like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes. I think I already read this one. Big up to Mr. T says, I'd be wary of Dibbling. We got him and he didn't settle well, so we sent him back. He's too young for a big club, says Mr. T. Sahad says, in modern football, we cannot carry around liability like Eriksen, Maguire, and Casemiro. Ugarte cannot single-handedly control the midfield while others are not tracking back and pressing. Real Madrid, big up to Big Ben, says, Real Madrid is a solid example of a lot of players contribute to goals. Mbappe, Vinny, Rodrigo, and Jude. United needs it too. You can't rely on one. And football has changed. It's not like before when you had Drogba, Zlatan, or Henry. It's more of a collective now, and a lot of players chip in with GA. No, I agree.
Wait, where's Evan Ferguson? That was your guy.
Big up,
he's sleeping somewhere. He's sleeping somewhere.
Listen, he's coming off the bench for Brighton. He's not really.
So what? You just lose that talent. So all of a sudden you lose that talent. He's not talented.
No, I don't. I think injuries have just got
injuries have killed him off expectations.
He hasn't been injured this season.
He's been overhyped as well. He's another player that's been overhyped. How
does a 21-year-old? So I need to get.
He's about 19, 20. He's overhyped. I need
to get it straight. So how does a 21-year-old?
He's not overhyped.
No, he is overhyped in a sense of. No, hold on a minute.
No, he's not.
We are projecting to be the next Harry Kane, etc., etc. But
you did that.
Where people are saying that he's going to be that person. Everyone just relax. He's still buying his trade right now. He's come back in. He can't get ahead of Welbeck, who's been injured. He can't even get ahead of Rutter, who's come into that football club.
Yeah, man.
So at the end of the day, everyone just relax. And, you know what I mean? I just don't know if he's the answer. I wouldn't rely on Evan Ferguson to come to my United.
Was that a Chelsea fan? Can I just ask, was that a Chelsea fan saying they had Dibbling first?
Yeah, they had Dibbling for about a year, though, innit? Let's be honest.
Was he alone?
They had him for a brief. No, he was there for a year, apparently. Dibbling, I don't know. Let me see.
And now he's a Southampton player.
Yeah, Southampton player, yeah. Okay. No, he went to, where did he go? So he was at Chelsea in 2022. So he was, you know what I mean? He basically grew up in Southampton anyway. So, and then he was at Exeter. Then he went to Southampton. Then he went to Chelsea. Back to Southampton. So he was always at Southampton, if I'm being honest with you. So, yeah. So in the day, I'm not saying, and also his price tag is 100 million. They want him as well.
No.
Evan Ferguson, that's a lie.
They're not getting 100 million. They know it.
Listen, they don't mess around.
I tell you who I would get, and he's on loan. I really love that kid, Buonanotte.
Buonanotte.
That's one of the number 10s, the right side of number 10. It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
What's going on with Nkuku, man? I like Nkuku a lot, you know. What's going on for him?
Oh my God.
Nah, they don't rate. Chelsea don't want him.
Oh,
shit. Yo, it's come out now. It's come out now about the Rashford situation, guys. My friend Lewis was telling me about this. AMORIM questions the influence of Rashford's camp have over him after the unsettled star said he's ready for a new challenge. I understand that these players have a lot of people around them and they sometimes make choices that are not first idea from the player. Wow. So a man like AMORIM is calling out the brothers, innit? The Dwaynes. You know what I mean? The Rashford brothers, you know what I'm saying? You get me? Jeez, man. This is it now, man. The manager have to make some. This is part of the exit plan, man. You get me? But he's right though, innit? They've always made this.
Wanted to go. So listen, you see the video. Rashford was going, but the INEOS said no. In the summer, Rashford was ready to go.
Nah, who said that?
Nah, Saeed, he was.
Nah, man, come on, man.
Saeed,
don't believe that BS, man.
Saeed, it's not BS. He wanted to go, Saeed.
He didn't want to go nowhere, man. He was signing the deal the year before.
Saeed,
and he was the highest paid player.
Saeed, he wanted to go.
Nuruddin, he never wanted to go, man.
Saeed, he wanted to go because the club were already looking at this PSR. Manchester United have been close to this PSR. I think we should break it and take the fine like Nottingham Forest did. Like
I agree with you on that part, yeah.
Right? Why don't we just take it? He gets a little slap on the wrist. So fucking what? These teams are better for it. I think he wanted to go, but they didn't want to. I think where they wanted him to go. But you see him at Wembley, he's crying, and he wanted to say goodbye. Genuinely, I do believe that. I really believe that. I really believe that. I really believe Rashford wanted to go.
You see someone of Rashford's caliber.
Now it's sad.
Oh shit, he's on a Sky Sports interview. Okay, Raz, interview. Why is this guy doing more interviews, bro?
Who's that?
Rashford?
Is this from the actual Sky Sports interview, or is this an embargo, guys? Let me know if this is it, because it says here Sky Sports. It says here, of course, it's a hard situation, but I understand these kind of players that have a lot of people around them making choices that are not sometimes the first idea from the player. I understand I can separate things. I'm always here for helping Marcus as another player. They have to do what they have to do. I say they chose to do the interview. It's not just Marcus, and I understand. For me as a coach, I'm just focused on the performance, the way he trains, the rest. It's better for me and the club to deal with that when the time comes. At the moment, I'm just focused on improving Marcus. We need a lot in this moment from a talented guy like Marcus, and I forget for now the interview. I just see what I see on the pitch. So it looks like he's kind of almost like maybe, he said, no, allow the interview, I'm done with it. But now, are you training well right now?
To me, Saeed, Marcus Rashford put in a transfer request the minute he came out and said
that's what I'm saying, bro.
A new challenge. And I think once he put that transfer request in, it was only right that you come into, for me, this is my opinion. Once you put a public transfer request out there, it's only right you come into work the next day and you explain your position to the manager. And I believe AMORIM and Rashford had a conversation, but it didn't leave in a situation where AMORIM felt that Rashford was committed to the club, committed enough to be picked over players who are committed, who do want to build, who do see United as their only club and the place they want to be. Players they might not be as good as him, like Anthony and that, but you think Anthony wants to leave United? He wants to fight and try to play. He wants to play. So how can you pick Rashford, who said he wants a new start and is basically putting a transfer request, over players that want to play? I just don't see it.
Yeah, I agree. For me, when I look at it, no, go ahead. You go ahead.
I want to have my 2 pence. Let me just say this, people. I forgive you for both of you not paying attention. The club let it be known and started briefing multiple journalists that they're ready to sell Rashford. That they even told the specific details. They'll take 40 million for him in January. So Rashford had to come out and get ahead of it. And I don't know why you guys can't see that. Musa, why are you shaking your head? Do you not believe that?
Went from the club, Noradine, but we've heard journalists say loads of stuff in the past. When the players come out, when you start responding to journalists, you've been there, Noradine, where you said
clickbait journalism. Noradine goes, you know what I mean? Clickbait journalism. Now it's when you want to read it. Now it's when you want to believe it, Noradine.
Musa, listen, Saeed, what do I always tell you? Right? What do I always tell you? What do I always say? I know I watch media and I pay attention to media, both politically and in football media, a lot closer than most. That is a fact. And I always say to you, I know when it's a brief and I know when there is just somebody using Manchester United name. And Saeed just showed us to think about Osimhen before. And I said, look, Saeed, these people are not stupid. That guy, that Belgian guy, think, oh, United have just lost, right? The fan base are in disarray. So let me just go so they can click on my story. So they can use, my aggregators can use it. Oh, we're linked with Osimhen. That is bullshit. I know when there's a brief, there is the Telegram was briefed, the Times was briefed. They're not clickbait. The Sun newspaper is, right? Everybody understands the Sun newspaper and the Metro, I agree. The Express. But I'm telling you, the Times, guys, Docker, you know something, you know, and I know the journalists who are briefed. They were briefing them for the past 2 weeks. All Rashford said, well, if you want to play like that, I won't even worry you the time. I know when I'm not wanted. I'm letting clubs know in Europe.
They've been saying about Casemiro, though.
I want to go. Listen, I'm ready to leave.
But they've been briefed. Cool. If we're going to say that,
instead of them going to him and saying, Rashford, I think you're done out here.
They've said the same about Casemiro.
How can we? Let me just finish. How can we do what's best for everybody? The club is the way it is. We need a PSR money. We need you. You're a homegrown guy. Straight up profit.
You don't need that interview.
Listen, no, but they didn't go up to him and do that. Instead, they go and brief behind his back. And he come out.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Yes, it is true. It is true.
Noradine, let me check. How long left does Rashford have on his contract?
He's got a couple of years.
3
years,
maybe.
No, how long?
How long you got? It don't matter. He's a sellable asset. And listen to me, Musa, let me explain something to you. They're getting rid of Casemiro as well because the big wages. They're trying to make cuts.
2028
is not Casemiro. Big wages.
2028.
Okay, look, Rashford is not Casemiro. Rashford has a bigger stance than Ratcliffe and all of this, being a flipping, an academy player, blah, blah, blah. Rashford has supporters to an extent. As much as people say people are against Rashford, Rashford has a core fan base of people that support him. There's no way Ratcliffe and that are going to pick a fight with Rashford and get him out the club with 3 years left on his contract, unless he wants to go. He would have showed an inclination that he's already done with it. If you're saying on your understanding, Noradine, that he was finished from the FA Cup final, if that's to be believed, that is true, that he was finished from the FA Cup final, then that means the club know he's finished from the FA Cup final, and they've had that brief from Rashford. So if then they go out and say, cool, you want to leave Rashford and you've wanted to leave since the FA Cup final and you haven't been pulling your way, we'll let you go for 40 million. He doesn't have to release a flipping a news story and then put out a transfer request in public. Just get on with it. You wanted to leave from the FA Cup final. The club's ready to sell you for 40 million. You don't have to come out here and when Amrin's trying to build a team and a system to get through this season and start telling everyone, I'm ready for a new start, guys. And the club don't even know about it until 24 hours before you've done it.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
Can I just reply to that? I'll just say this simple. He wanted to go in the summer. The club were like, no, because he's one of their big assets, because they're looking at the numbers. Rashford has been disillusioned. He's not been happy. He understands that. He's not stupid. He's tried it. He tried to regenerate his thing again, to try to fall back in love with football, and it's not worked. And I said he should have gone. I said the season before he should have gone. But the big point is this. The club have been briefing. If you do not think the club that came from senior sources with INEOS to say that Rashford's for sale and that didn't piss him off, then I don't know what you're.
No, but Noradine, well, you're missing a point. I'm saying if we're to believe that the club briefed that Rashford was for sale, that's not without Rashford's understanding. That means that's with his understanding that he wants to leave.
No, because
you said he wanted to leave in the summer. Because my thing is this, don't know.
Yeah, he wanted to listen.
If I want to leave in the summer, if I want to leave in the summer,
he wanted to leave in the summer.
I've stayed because the club didn't want to sell me.
Deal could have been done in the summer for him to go, but he reneged on that, and both him and the club reneged on that, and INEOS.
So then why is he upset?
You're gonna stay, and they said they're gonna stay, and they're gonna give this a go, and then they went and briefed against him, and that's him coming back.
No, because he hasn't done it.
Serious agenda, man.
You're not. It's not an agenda. I've got two. I've got an agenda.
The two don't go. This is why I have a problem, Noradine. He wants to go in the summer. Look, this is why I have a problem. He wants to go in the summer, but he can't go because he's stopped by the club. So you're showing me that the club can stop him from going.
Man, the club made up. That's the point what I'm trying to make you. They made a pact to stay, and then they went behind his back and did that.
But who's going behind his back?
Let's
back. Yes, okay, they went behind his back.
Okay. The main thing is...
Go and read the Times. Go and read the Times. The level of detail in the article in the Times, and the level of detail with that James Stocker at the Telegraph, it's there, it's clear. It was a brief.
My thing is, in all of this, the main thing is that the manager, right? So the player has made an interview against the manager. Yeah, simple as that. He said, "I'm looking for a new challenge." Yeah, hear me out. And you don't do that to your manager, regardless. Even if everything I was there, I would have said the same thing. You go to the manager.
The manager said it himself. He should have came to me. I would have went to the manager.
Exactly. He should have came to me. Forget the club for a second, Nuruddin. You as a player has a duty to make sure to the manager you're letting him know the whereabouts, what's going on. They have him on WhatsApp, bro. WhatsApp messages, bro. So you got to understand that this is serious situation. So you made your bed, and the biggest issue here was Marcus Rashford, and we're letting him get away with this. That's the problem. We are literally basically enabling.
He's gonna go. Marcus Rashford is not your biggest problem at Manchester United. The guy wants to go.
He is a problem. Yeah, he is.
He is. How is he the biggest problem?
He's a big problem. He's on big wages. Hold on a minute. He's on big wages and he's underperforming.
He's going. You're getting all of you wanted him out.
Hold on a minute. Why
are you moaning? Why are you moaning? Because the man came out and agreed with you.
When is he going?
He want to get off. They agreed with all of you.
When is he going, Noradine? When?
Sooner the better.
No, but when though? Can you guarantee after the January transfer window?
I'm not, but you know what I'm not doing? I'm not on a piling on Rashford, make it out scapegoating for everything that is fucking football.
No one's scapegoating him. We're scapegoating him for him.
Jim the fucking rat. And everybody who's there.
Can you just get Jim Rocky for a second?
INEOS are doing this, mate. What are you guys on about?
Hold on, this is what I'm saying. Everything has to circle back to INEOS. Let's forget INEOS for a second.
Stop winding me up.
I'm just saying to you, forget INEOS for a second.
Connect Rashford and INEOS? How did you connect the two?
I don't get the connection. The brother has made a statement and done an interview behind the manager's back. Forget the bigger picture first of all.
It's nothing to do with fucking AMORIM. INEOS briefed against Rashford. Rashford came out and said, let it be known.
You can only be upset, Noradine.
They don't want me. I'm not wanted here, so I'm gone.
But let me understand this, Noradine. Let me understand this.
I don't know why you guys
Let me understand this, Noradine.
You're lot in the chat are waffling because you want to blame and scapegoat one guy, one person to be the problem at this fucking football club.
I want to understand this,
We've got deeper cultural issues at this football club. And like I've been telling you for the past 6-7 years, I've been telling you all, it's the fucking tumor, and the tumor is the Glazers, and now Jim the Rat and the fucking rest of the clowns who are in there now. So that's your fucking problem. You want to go and scapegoat him, and they agree that he's going to stay.
Let me hear Musa.
He wanted to get the fuck out.
No, I don't get it.
You're all getting fucking
Did Rashford want to go or doesn't he want to go? Does he want to go or doesn't he want to go?
He wants to go. He said it.
If he wants to go and the club want to sell him, why is he coming out with interviews?
No, because they did him dirty by briefing against him. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
If I want to leave somewhere,
they briefed against him, telling people specifically what.
And it wasn't even a club statement. It wasn't even.
He wants to get. Listen. You know what? You know modern football. You know modern football. You know what players have. You know what players have.
The first time happened last season.
You know what players have. You know what players have these days. The players have a right of reply. And I'm never going to
Oh,
criticize
here
the
we
player
go, man.
having the right to reply.
Hold on a minute. If everyone responds to the media, bloody hell, we'd have a right to reply over everything. Why didn't Bruno Fernandes reply then?
It was a brief.
Hold on a minute. Why didn't Bruno Fernandes reply? Why didn't Casemiro reply?
It wasn't speculation. It was a brief. It was a specific brief, and everybody knows it. But you guys want to normalize it because it's easier for you guys to blame everything on Rashford.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest, yeah. Rashford being for sale has been happening for the last 2 seasons. He's had a price tag for the last 2 seasons. This is not the first time media's come out and said that the club are willing to sell Rashford. But this is the first time that Rashford... Yeah, but this is the first time
Rashford used it. You know, you talk about Rashford here. Rashford and his brothers, you know full well. Used the media. Hold on a minute. This is where I'm going to destroy Nuri's argument tonight now, Rashford and his brothers, used the links of PSG to get a better deal. Yes or no?
That's what every player does.
Okay. So now, hold on a minute. So now when it's not going his way, and he's hearing about reports, which are natural, by the way, when you're not informed, and it's happened every year. Hold on a minute. Let me land. Yeah, when it happens to Rashford, and there's media reports against him, now you don't like it. Now you want to spit your dummy out. Why? Because beforehand you were using it to get a big deal out of PSG, but now you're not happy by the club for selling you. Hold on a minute. You've been given what you want. You're the club star model. You know what I mean? You're basically the star of Man United right now in terms of the project. What more do you want?
Saeed, so I'm not buying into this. As well. Quick question.
I have the right reply.
Quick question to both of you. We've had one representative.
I'm going to reply first. I need to reply first.
Now, quickly, quick question. We've had one representative from the club that's spoken about this issue, and that's been AMORIM. Did AMORIM mention that Rashford was for sale?
Exactly. Rashford, did he mention that? Answer the question.
Oh my God.
Answer the question.
He's the only person that's spoken on behalf of the club. And what did he say?
If you guys don't understand what a brief is, I don't know. I can't help you.
Oh my God.
I can't help you.
Broski.
I swear to God.
AMORIM's lying. AMORIM's lying.
AMORIM's lying.
Saeed, now you got me. You know, you threw the gut.
It's not about getting you though.
Let me give you 2 examples. Musa, let me give you 2 examples. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was like, Lukaku's our player. Yes, he's in my plans. Yes, he's going to start the next couple of games. Yes, we're going to get the best out of him. A week later, he was gone. Do you not think football clubs, they don't want the price for him depreciating? Are you taking the fucking piss? No club and manager or officially can come out and go, this player's in. Because if the player's worth money, they don't want that to depreciate. It's rule 101 of football. And I can't believe you asked me that question. And Saeed, you come out with a gut, You know what I mean? And how many times, Saeed, has Rashford come out when he's been tasked that he's away from this football club? How many times has he come out in his social media and said, I'm not going nowhere. I love this football club. I care about this football club. Cool. This football club has done me a lot. How many times when the Express or the Sun, all that? What was brief?
Why do you do that? Why do you do one of them? Why do you do one of them?
Brief, no, because this wasn't Saeed. This was a specific brief from INEOS to these journalists. And he knew it. And when his camp found out what it was, they came out and you know what? They went ahead of it. They went ahead of it. They came out ahead of it. And he said, okay, I'm not wanted. I'm going to let it be known. I'm not.
So why was he having meetings with PSG then? Why was he having meetings with PSG then? And all the meetings with PSG, that his camp were having meetings and briefings were put out. Hold on a minute. Why were briefings put out that his camp were having meetings with PSG? Why?
Every footballer, right? Every footballer does that. Saeed, let me say something to you now. You know, Ramos, one of the biggest players for Real Madrid, one of the biggest in terms of being there for that decade, winning so many Champions Leagues, winning so many titles. Saeed, he used Manchester United to get more money out of Real Madrid. That's what players do. That's the culture, right? That's the culture. But if you two want to ignore the fact that Docker and the 2 guys at the Times were not briefed by INEOS, and you want to shadow that and blame everyone on Rashford, go right ahead.
Yeah,
And
because
I'm saying whether they were briefed or not, Nordine.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not bothered about the briefing.
Whether they're briefed or not, you
Rashford has
believe
got right to reply.
you think it's correct. So you believe okay,
man.
cool. So my thing is, you believe it was correct for Rashford to reply the way he did.
Yeah.
You think,
Yes.
Oh my God. That's what I'm saying. That for me right there. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I fucking hate INEOS.
That's just, you need to separate the two, man.
No, they're mate.
Oh my God.
They're doing it, mate. The reason
why can't two things be wrong? Okay. Can two things be wrong? Can two things be wrong? Now, let me ask you a question.
It's nothing to do with player power. He's not staying here. Why is he got to do with player power? He wants to fucking leave. It's not your biggest problem. Rashford ain't your biggest fucking problem.
But no, this is where you're wrong. You're not being objective.
You can't fucking blame him anymore. You can't blame him. You can't.
That's crazy.
He's not playing. He's been shit. He's falling out of love with football. He's been shit. He's been clubbing it. He's been doing whatever. He should have been. If Manchester United had anything about them, he would have been no briefing. Nothing would have just been.
Okay. Can I say,
but the club do not work like that. They want to be snide and have digs and plays.
Okay.
Game.
Okay.
Exposing the games.
Is wrong. Hold on a minute.
Exposing the games. That's what I'm exposing. The fucking games the club want to play.
You don't get
Rashford was like, you know what? I fuck these games. And people know I want to go.
This is it.
But you don't get Nordine, you've rinsed other players for downing tools. Rashford has down tools.
Yeah, and
he's down tools.
And Saeed, what did I say? Rashford never puts himself on the fucking football pitch. Rashford never gave himself 350 grand. Rashford never.
In my eyes, Rashford can't do anything.
Listen.
He's down tools.
No. Rashford never made himself the star boy. Rashford never made himself the star boy.
Have you got his contact with
Dwayne? Make money. They just wanted to make money.
Listen, Nordine, has he down tools or not? Has Rashford down tools or not?
Yeah, for the past 2 seasons, he's not. He should have been got rid of. That's the whole point, Musa.
No, I'm not saying. I'm making this statement.
If Manchester United were like a proper no, you're not letting me finish. If Manchester United were a fucking football club, Rashford would not have been doing or allowed to do what the fuck he's been doing for the past 2 years. He would not have. And the point I want to make to you guys is that you all want to focus on Rashford, but focus on the fucking people who enabled him.
You know why I'm focusing on Rashford?
You're not focusing on that.
Everything's on him. And the games that have been played. I had hope in him. You're not focusing on that. That's why I'm on him. Because
I'm not here about this pile-on bullshit. I'm not. Rashford should not have been on the football pitch. Should not have played when he's done. But Manchester United are not that. We are a fucking toxic football club, unstable fucking football club.
We get 100%. I agree.
That's what we are. So when you're just blaming Rashford, all of it on Rashford, I'm not blaming it. I'm not
you blamed on Rashford. You're blaming on Rashford.
Yeah, it's
Rashford. Blaming on him.
No, it's fucking INEOS.
You're blaming on him.
250 people, mate. It is them. It's the fucking Glazers.
Let's have a conversation. Come on.
Yes, it's them.
Come on, let's have a conversation. Musa, you go ahead.
When you're saying he hasn't been good enough for 2 seasons and he shouldn't be on the pitch, you're blaming him.
Musa, that's what I'm trying to explain to you.
That's a piling onto the player. Musa, so it can't be us piling on. I'm saying this to you. Why I'm saying this to you, Nordine. I want to get the
Musa, I can't help you. If you're not good enough, if you can't run, if you're jumping out of 50-50 passes, if you're not bothered, if you're moping on a football pitch, you need to get the fuck off the football pitch. But I don't blame him because he didn't select himself. He did not pay himself the 350 grand. Another club would have been like, okay, you know what, Rashford, you're flirting with Paris Saint-Germain. Go on then, see you later. But we're not that club. But all of a sudden, you all want to make it about Rashford. Nah, mate, I'm not that guy. I know too much. I know too fucking much. INEOS came out and briefed against him, and then he came back at them, and now you're blaming him, but you're never fucking going to blame INEOS. That's a fact.
You're blaming him for being a footballer.
They were briefing against him, and that's a fact. And everybody
I'm blaming him.
If you pay attention, I'm not going to blame Rashford.
You've had to say now.
Rashford did not make himself the star boy. He did not make himself the star boy. It's the fucking club, and he's not even that great of a player anyway to be at the fucking the poster boy for Manchester United. The club designed it that way to make money from his shales because he became popular. That is a fact. But none of you want to admit that. You all want to go like everything else. Well, it's this, it's that. No, players don't pay themselves.
We've rinsed INEOS. Players
There's
no more we can rinse INEOS.
Players don't pick themselves. Players don't get not allowed to get away with all the shit they do behind the scenes. But they not. It's about money. It's about getting him out there. He's the poster boy. That's what they do. That's what they do.
No, can I have a say now, please? You've had a lot to say here. My thing is, all we're saying is you have to separate the two, right? If the briefing came in, cool. But as a duty, as a player, when the manager is there, yeah, if we're hearing that he has done an interview behind the manager's back here, same way, by the way, that when Lukaku did an interview behind, was it 2 shows back or something like that? He was out the team, mate. Out the team and gone, yeah? Nowhere. Absolutely exonerated. Nowhere near to the team. And it's the same thing. The manager has every right, yeah, to say you're not part of the team. And you said on here, he has the right to say what he's got to say. What about the manager? Why are you not talking about the manager and what he has to deal with? A player that he could be utilizing. A player that he could be playing.
That's what I'm upset about. Because everyone's having a fresh start with the manager, Noradine, yeah? I don't care what's took place before. I'm only worried about... Listen, I'm only worried about this. The manager's just come in and he's found himself with a set of players. Rashford was the first to say, great training, great session, blah, blah, blah. The manager's come in. The manager's told Rashford the type of system that he wants him to play, and he's going to give him the exact same chance he's going to give everyone else. Rashford has started a lot of games, and he's also been rotated in a lot of games. My thing is this, Rashford. If you want to leave Man United, I'm not going to blame you for leaving Man United. That's not the issue. My thing is still be able to be selected until your last day. Give it your all until your last day. The minute you can't give it your all and the minute you can't be selected because you choose to make an interview, that means that you've down tools and you've put in a transfer request, makes it a problem. I don't care if look, Casemiro most probably wants to go, but he hasn't made an interview that makes him unpickable.
Simple.
He's unpickable now.
Casemiro is looking for football clubs that are willing to pay 300, nearly 400 grand a week. So he's not, at this moment in time, he's got a contract with Manchester United. Whether he gets picked or not, he's going to just chill because he's getting paid regardless. Marcus Rashford should have left his football club 2 years ago when he started first taking the piss.
I'm talking about now, though.
Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, exactly. This is the first interview as well.
Yeah. Marcus Rashford never picked himself. Never picks himself, never give himself that contract, but you all want to blame him. And I don't go along with that. It's simple as that, people.
So who gave him the contract?
I'm ill. I need to look after myself. Yeah. Because Rashford or Manchester United are not paying me shit.
Yeah. Let me get these super chats in anyway. Ryan Cherky, we need a player to unlock defense. Osimhen has 9 goals with an XG of 8.12. God bless. Butter said, Dogs, big up everyone. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Big up to you, Butter Dog, man. Enjoy your Christmas, brother, man. I appreciate the donation, bro. And Paul B says, long live INEOS. Jim making moves and is making process. Get negative Nellies out of our club. RA speaks the truth. Ruben Amorim, player set change pending. Exactly. It's down to the players, mate. And it's a disgrace, yeah. Now, the fact that you've enabled that for me, Nordin, I can't lie to you. For me,
I'm not enabled shit.
I think for me, you have.
I'm Manchester United. I'm sorry. I'm Manchester United, proper football club. They've not been acting like a football club. So I don't just blame the players. I blame the fucking football club.
We blame them, Nordin. We blame them.
No, I'm sorry.
We blame them.
When it comes to shit like this, I don't individual out players like the rest of the fucking
guys,
shit.
Can you get 1,000 likes, guys?
I just don't do it. I don't do it.
Every player can do whatever they want.
No, not a proper football club. No, they can.
But now they can for United. If any player,
but Manchester United not a proper football club. It's a fucking circus. It's a fucking circus. It is a fucking circus. And it has to be continued
this
to
is
be a
full
circus
destruction.
for 12 years, 13 years into the run. We're going to go to a new year next week, and it's going to be almost 13 years.
As far as you're concerned, every player can make themselves unpickable, unplayable because of INEOS.
But to blame individuals, I am not here for that. I'm not going to pile on a player. I am never going to do that. And all the Manchester United problems, it's Rashford. Or it's that place. It's never like that. It's never like that. It's never like that. Rashford was enabled. And you know what they say in life? you reap what you fucking sow. So Manchester United have enabled this behavior, have enabled this
tomorrow. We've got
that is
tomorrow.
what has happened.
We'll
That is what happened. That is what happened. So now, when you think like, oh, so why is he doing this? Listen, at the end of the day, they breathed against him, and he's like, fuck this. I'm going to come and speak my truth.
There you go.
He doesn't care about the club then. As far as you're concerned, he doesn't care about the club.
Neither do they. Neither do they.
Yeah, we know that. We know that about them. We know that about them. We didn't know that about Rashford.
Unfortunately,
we know that about them, but we didn't know that about Rashford.
Unfortunately, majority of people, they become about money. When the club taught him about money, he then got money, and now he's in that world and he's in that mindset.
Fair power, man.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Everything every player has ever done, every player in the last 10 years, is being enabled by this fucking football club. We're not
everything. Yeah, I know.
We're not a proper football club. And Pogba wanted to leave. I didn't see you guys going, Pogba is a disgrace. I never remember that, did you? When Pogba was giving interviews saying that, yeah, I need to leave.
But they messed about with his contract, though. They messed about with his contract, though.
Nah,
he had to be right.
Pogba wanted to leave.
They dilly-dallied around his contract.
Saeed, no. Pogba was used. No, everybody knows that.
When did Pogba
read the article? You go and read the article.
He done it in the summer. He done it in the summer.
Every time he went to French.
He done it in the summer.
Every time Pogba went to summer. Every time Pogba went to a French international fucking camp, his brother, the agent would come out. How many times did the agent come out and go, Pogba needs to be set free? That is the truth.
The only time Paul Pogba done an interview where he said he wanted a new challenge was in the summer.
And when you enable players,
however, in a new Amazon documentary, the Pogba documentary, Pogba said the club was bluffing. Do you see that, bro? He said it in his interview. He wanted to stay, but the club were messing around with him, bro.
We saw that.
Nah, we saw it. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Paul Pogba wanted to get the fuck out of Manchester United.
Oh, that's what you mean.
The second season. And you know what? His agent was coming out. His agent was coming out. His brother was coming out. Everybody who's close to Rashford, to Pogba, was coming out saying he wanted to get out. And the reason why Edward kept him, the reason why Edward was kept him is because of the Adidas deal, because he's the Adidas ambassador. And if you're not paying attention, I don't know why I can't help you. I don't know where I can't help you.
He says here, look, I got the quotes.
Pogba wanted to get the fuck out of here.
Waiting for me to give me a contract and show other clubs that Man United made.
Twice Paul Pogba asked to leave, and now you're trying to reinvent things.
How can you tell a player you want off him and offer nothing? Never seen that.
No,
crazy.
That's not my point of view.
The only time, Saeed, I remember Paul Pogba wanting to leave Man United before this. After the World Cup, I remember it was in the summer transfer window. If a player says he wants to leave the club in the summer transfer window, like if Rashford did it, I got nothing wrong with someone saying in the transfer window you want to leave. You can be sold.
Get it? But
you could be sold.
Right in front of you, Musa, the contract's right in front of you. The manager, the player's like, yo, show me that you're trying to you want me at the club. You know what I mean? And then
also, that was at the end of it. But would anybody have a problem if Rashford would have came out after the FA Cup with a transfer window saying he wants to leave? No,
I want to do exactly. But because he's not been played by the manager, he's dummy out. And Nuruddin don't want to see that. Nuruddin don't want to see. Hold on a minute. Let me land the point. Musa, because his brother is not playing, and all of a sudden he's seeing briefs against him. He comes out and does an interview, and it's like everyone feels sorry for me. That's not how it works, my friend. You have to get into the manager's plans.
Listen, Rashford is one out of life. He's the local lad like us. He's won in life. He's won.
I get it. What does that mean? You give him a free pass.
He's done amazing.
Anyway, I want to wrap up.
He was enabled.
Anyway. Listen, guys.
The
Premier League has won in life.
The club enables these things, people. Enables it. Taught them all about PR, told them all about money. That's what the club has been for the past decade and a half, people. Facts.
Anyway, let's wrap up, guys. What a show. You get me? Been a lit show, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Random show tomorrow.
I'm ill. And now I have to pay tomorrow. That means I'm ill another day.
Tomorrow. You know what we'll do? We're going to carry on this conversation tomorrow. If there's any news tomorrow, we'll carry on. 5 o'clock tomorrow, guys. Mandem talk. Obviously, we're going to do tomorrow.
You better make sure you heal your voice tonight.
No, tomorrow, heal your voice.
No, I'm sorry about healing my voice. I'm just gonna sit there and let you guys waffle like usual.
No, get that lemon and mint tea. Get that lemon.
End the stream. Guys, we need 1,000 likes. That doesn't get 1,000 likes this show.
How many likes we got on the video?
You know what it is? Nuruddin's saying he's not gonna get involved in a debate.
I will get involved.
It's like saying you're only gonna have one Pringle.
I was just left in a drink, Nuruddin, man. I was just left in a drink, man. Have you finished that?
Nuruddin saying that he's not gonna get involved in a debate. It's like having one Pringle.
Yeah, look at it. It's impossible. That was full. That was full at the start of the show.
It was giving it. It was letting it tickle in.
Guys, please like the video, man. Let's get these likes up, man. Honestly, bro. Let's get these likes up, man. Let's get it up to 1,000 likes ASAP. Nuruddin, love as always, man. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna go back to bed. Love, smash a like.
You going Wolves game? Who's going Wolves game?
Nah, man, we ain't going no Wolves game, mate. You know what I mean?
I'll be Birmingham that week as well.
Too, man. Don't be bringing the flu. You're not on the watch along on Thursday.
No.
Stay home, man. I don't want the flu,
man.
The
only way you avoid it is getting a good night's sleep. You need to. Nothing helps. Good night's sleep, man.
Okay. For Nuruddin, love. United Real Therapy people. Musa, love, man. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Always people. Stay blessed, yeah?
Yeah, obviously. Listen, people. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Smash a like on the video, people. Like I said, man, we're here trying to give you a good show, people, man. You know what I'm saying to you? So please hit the like button on the video. And yeah, man, I'll see you on Big Six in a bit. And if not, tomorrow, Mandem Talk. We're out. Peace.